Okay, namaste. Uh, so this is the third day of live stream sessions that I'm doing on meditation instructions. So for those of you who have followed the past two sessions, the first one was a very general introduction, and the second one was actually where I talked about the body postures. So today's session will be based on something which we did yesterday on the watching the body sensations, and today I'm going to explain a little bit more about it. I'm going to go a little bit more deeper in explaining that. So let me start by giving you a very quick introduction on why we did this body scan yesterday in our practice. As you may remember, I asked you to bring your attention to the forehead, top of the head, forehead, nose, mouth, and like I went down through the body parts. And what we were doing in this was actually to connect the body and the mind together. In other words, like usually our mind is lost in thoughts, and so when we focus on the body, there is actually a couple of things that happens. The first is it brings you in the present moment because you anchor in to the body, and then the body also is actually grounded in this moment. Now, there's a second aspect why we actually do the body scan. When we consciously go through each body part, we actually can make an effort to become aware of any tension we are holding there. And then by bringing a little bit focus there, we can actually relax and allow that part to go deeper into meditation. Now, this aspect of doing the body scan, I actually have explained a little bit before in other sessions, but in this session, when we do the body scan, I want to explain a little bit further on why exactly we do the body scan. I mean, the two reasons I've already explained is one is that it helps with anchoring the body and mind together in this present moment. The second thing is when we do the body scan, it relaxes each part of the body because you're consciously going through that. I have another video in another channel where I talk about how to do this practice of yoga nidra, where you relax each part of the body, which is very good to do when you before you go to sleep. Now, there's a third aspect why we do the body scan, and that one is actually a little bit meditative. It is a more specific in meditative traditions on why we actually go through each body part, and why it is an important step in meditation. So it's not just has a preparation for meditation, but it is actually meditation by itself as well in some traditions. So I'll explain this aspect of um, watching the body part and body sensations. It can be a little technical, so just absorb whatever you can. There is no need that you have to understand everything. The main important aspect is when you practice, you will actually realize the benefit by itself. But it would help to understand a little bit of that philosophy or the theory related to that. So one way to explain this is like, for example, this is a phone, right? So when I look at the phone, I am aware that I, as an observer, am observing this, right? So what that gives me is there is a sense of certain detachment from that what is observed. Yet when I consciously observe it, I bring my attention to that. So, in other words, I'm not kind of completely neglecting it. I am aware of it as an object, but yet I'm not personally so much vested in it because I become aware of watching it. So, now the same aspect happens when we do this body scan. When we observe each part of the body, no matter what state it might be in. In other words, whether it is at discomfort, pain, or whether it is in a very restful, positive state, whatever state that body part that you are observing is in, you bring a certain amount of detachment from it. You kind of separate a little bit from that, and yet it is not a separation in that sense you are completely unaware of it. You are aware of what's happening, but you kind of are aware that you are untouched by whatever is you're experiencing. So that is a little bit uh, understanding that kind of helps when we observe it. So we observe the body part, and whatever is the sensation that's happening, we try not to mentally react to that, because we actually see it as an object, and that it is going through its own nature, whatever the nature is leading it to, that kind of process is going on in that. Another way to also see it philosophically, this is kind of a little bit more common in the Buddhist kind of tradition, is actually they look and observe each body part as more like it is changing all the moment. So the sensations that we feel, whether it is warmth or tingling or cold sensations in there, we actually observe it in an attitude that it's constantly changing and moving. So that way we again become aware that whether it's pain or positive, it keeps moving. Nothing stays the same forever. So that helps also to bring that same detachment. So whether you work at it from that level of observer or as seeing it as a changing object, the idea is that when you observe these body sensations part by part, you slowly release that kind of clinging and emotional investment that we make in this each of this body part. So that is actually that meditative part of that body sensations, which we do when we meditate on together. And the second part of body sensations is actually has in just before you go to sleep. At that point, when we go to sleep, we are not doing so much of this observer kind of trying to detach from that body part. We bring attention so that we can consciously relax. So this kind of relaxation is at two levels. The first kind of relaxation is actually physical. So you physically kind of can make an effort to relax. And I'm going to show you one technique related to that now. Another part of that relaxation is actually at the level of the mind. So when you consciously bring attention to that and then you relax it, you feel a certain sense of comfort and ease in that. So the part about how you actually relax your body part is very simple, and it is like you start by taking in a deep inhalation. And sometimes it helps if you break that inhalation, one inhalation into two, something like that, So if you can break that, it's a small inhalation and a deeper inhalation. So that is helpful. And then at the same part, as you inhale, you can actually tense that whole body part. So you do a double inhalation, as we call it, and then you can tense this whole body part. And then as you tense it, you kind of relax quickly. So the idea with that is as you do this double inhalation and quickly relax that body part, you are releasing all these channels where the tension are held together. So let me just demonstrate it a couple of times and you can also then try it. So the idea is like all your body, you feel like the energy going in and you tense with this double inhalation. Tense your whole body and then quickly relax. Again, you can, when exhalation also, you can do a double exhalation like that. So if you can't do that and if it's too complex, you can just inhale, tense this whole body and exhale and relax and just release mentally feel that you're releasing all the tension out. Like that. So when you do this whole process, the good thing is that you feel this relaxation pretty fast. And you can feel energetically your whole body kind of changes and relaxes. So you can just try this a couple of more times at your own pace. So you can just, at your own pace, inhale, tense the whole body, vibrating the whole body, and then quickly relax. Now we will do this body scan. The first time we will do it more in the Yoga Nidra style, wherein we are going to actually try to consciously relax and let go the mental tension. So, in other words, physically, whatever is happening, you just let it be. Even if you cannot physically relax a body part, that's fine. But mentally, we let go of that. So, when we consciously go through each body part, you can make this effort. So I'm going to guide you through. And so the first step is just relaxing each body part. So let us start. We start with the top of the head. You can kind of feel the part of the body, and then just kind of feel that you are mentally relaxing and accepting it as it is. And now you can bring just your gentle awareness. There's no need to focus on that. Just bring your gentle awareness to the forehead, part of the forehead. And then also there you can just kind of gently relax, let go, accept however it is. And then you bring to your eyes, area of your eyes. Feel that you're just gently relaxing each nerve. You can kind of visualize that each nerve is bathed, and just slowly let go of that energy of tension. Same with your nose. You can feel the relaxation. Your mouth, feel that relaxation. And then your jaws, all this jaws area where you hold a lot of tension. You can feel that you're relaxing there. And then let us do the front body part first. So you start with the shoulders. So you can relax your shoulders. Feel that relaxation in there. And then your chest area, feel that you're letting go of all tension in there. Just relax. Your upper arm area, you can feel that you're relaxing, that any kind of tension there. Same thing with your lower arms. And then your abdomen and stomach area. In the lower part, the genital kind of area, just feel that all the body parts you're letting go. And then the thighs, legs, and the feet. Now the same thing with the back of the body part. At the back of the head, we feel that skull area behind the ears. Just let go of any tension there. Your back of the neck area, let go of any tension in that area. And then the upper shoulder area, the shoulder blades, the lower back, you can feel any tension there. You can just relax, let go of any tension. And if at any point you cannot relax, just accept that you cannot relax. So mentally you make peace with however your body part is. If you are not able to relax any body part, then just let go and just be with it as it is. And then the buttocks, the point where the buttocks touch your seat, you can feel and just let go and allow yourself to hold, be held by that gravity there, that seat. Rather than you pushing down on that seat, allow that seat to hold you and just sink into that. And then the legs and the feet. Now we do the same thing, the same scanning, but this time we watch the sensations. So instead of just trying to relax this time, we just allow it to be as it is. We allow each body part as it is and just kind of feel whatever sensations you're feeling there and just observe it as an observer. Like just as you observe a book or a phone to be outside of you, you just observe it and just realize that this body part, it's going through its natural nature, as nature deems it. It is as it is, and so you don't get so identified with it personally. So you can just start this body scan from the top of the head and just become an observer to whatever sensations you feel there. And if you don't feel any sensations, that is also known or observed. So the top of the head, the forehead, all the head, the top, back, front, behind, and then the whole of that face area. You just become aware of any sensations there and just watch it as you watch a TV screen. Do not react. Allow the body part to be as it is. Even if there is any pain in any body part, you just see that as being outside of you, because you as an observer remain untouched by what you observe. Same approach with the neck. All of the neck, you just become aware and observe. The shoulders, you just become aware and observe. Arms, you become aware and just observe it. Whatever sensation, you just become aware. Each sensation signifies that there is a change going on. So, whatever it is you're experiencing, it will change. Your arms, lower arms, and you can feel the fingers. Usually, there is some tingling or some sensations everybody feels at the fingers. So, you can just feel it and realize that this is just an object that is going through its own process of change, and you're just an observer to that. Now, the same thing with your stomach. Become aware. Your lower part of the abdomen and lower part of the body. Your back. Just become aware and observe. Whatever sensations, good, bad, pain, you just realize that it's going through its own process and there is no need to mentally get involved with that. So, mentally, we can be at peace, even though physically there may not be pleasant sensations. Now, with the legs, we just become aware of the legs. Any sensations, we just hold it as it is. The knees, lower part of the legs, and the feet, you just become aware and just let it be. And now when you finish this, you can just kind of rest and feel a natural sense of being peaceful, restful, and aware. There is no need to meditate on any specific object. Just whatever is happening in your body and mind, just let it be. Allow it to be what it is. But be aware. Just maintain your awareness of whatever it is. And try to just rest in that awareness. Let whatever that comes into your awareness come of its own. And you can just be a witness, whether it is sounds outside or whether it is your own thoughts. Whatever comes, you just become aware and just observe it without getting involved with that and just rest in that. And now the same approach we used for sensations, we can use for the mind. Whatever comes in your mind, you just become aware, just as an observer, without getting involved with that. And so this is the main practice for today. We will leave it at that. And I want to explain one other thing. At the end of every meditation, you might have seen this at some places, that what they do is they kind of rub their hands and then gently kind of wipe their face. Of course, in these times, you have to make sure your hands are sanitized. So, but there's a good practice is you just kind of rub your hands just briskly for about four, 5 times, and then you can just rub your face. And there are actually two benefits to this. One is that, as you know, that most of our senses are in the face, like your eyes, nose, mouth, um, ears, and then also the touch. It's all there in your face. So when we kind of use energy after our meditation, so there's a certain positive energy gathered from when we have finished meditation in our hands. So we use that to rub and kind of heal, pass that healing to the all the face. And another thing is also, because we're coming out of meditation, it actually helps to positively activate the senses again, so that we can peacefully but um, alertly go through with our rest of our activities for the day. So this is the session, third session today, which we have done, and I will continue to give these instructions for the next 4, 5 sessions. After which we will do just more of guided practice and less of instructions as such. So these are just very brief instructions, and we will continue in the next session. Okay, thank you. And thank you also for somebody who commented there. Okay. Namaste.